We're joined today by Peter Bewick, Managing Director of Hamelin Gold. Peter, thanks for your time.
Great to be here, Doug.
Known for the operations in the Tanami, you've recently expanded the portfolio. Where have you expanded to and why?
Yeah, well, we've got an issue in the Tanami that we really do have quite a short field season. Last year, the road was cut by cyclonic winds and rains up until mid-May, so we had a pretty short year. And that sort of football season project's great, and we do a lot of work up there during the winter, but we needed a cricket season series of projects, and that's what took us into the Yilgarn. But more so, it was really the learnings from the Tanami and where we've come with our development of some of the technologies we've been employing in the undercover environment, took us into the Yilgarn, into projects where we see the opportunity is either undercover or underexplored. And we've built up quite a portfolio in and around the wheat belt to Menzies and out to Kalgoorlie.
And why this portfolio of assets? Certainly understand the learnings, but was there anything else that drew you to these specific projects?
Yeah, well, we specifically looked at well-endowed gold trends or provinces that really had gaps in them, and gaps that don't really occur in orogenic gold. Mineralisation tends to be fairly consistent along these trends. And the gaps are usually because exploration in those areas were inefficient or ineffective. Sometimes that is due to access, so lake areas are quite difficult, and also areas that are undercover. If you can't see the geology, a lot of the times the exploration just didn't happen. So we focused on those specifically, and we've picked up those projects within some really well-endowed gold trends, and some of those are coming to drill test very soon.
And you're also using CSIRO technology to drive your exploration focus.
Yeah, it's a program that my previous role at Encounter Resources, we were a sponsor of this original project which was led by the CSIRO, which is called the Ultra-Fine Soil Geochemistry Program. And that was looking at trying to sort of amplify signatures in sand-covered terrain. So when you've got 95% of your material on the surface being sand, it really dilutes any metal signatures. And this technology is really focused on collecting the extremely small clay particles which stick on the side of sand, and they actually collect a lot more metal than the sand grains themselves. So the CSIRO project was about removing the 2-micron sized clay fragments, absolutely sort of nano size, and that was to grab those, to concentrate them and analyse them. What it's shown in these desert environments and some of the covered terrains is that we're seeing 600 to 800% increase in the anomalism that we're seeing in that data set. And really weirdly, it keeps the background right down low, but the actual anomalies themselves really jump off the page. So you go from seeing very, very weak signatures and almost in background to seeing, I've got a great example I'm showing at the talk tomorrow, a gold anomaly that literally jumps off the page. So it's a fantastic new technology. It's starting to be picked up a bit broader, but we're also quite at the forefront of using the data, and it's allowing us to do many, many more things like testing sort of amenability of soils. We can work out using the multi-element geochemistry. So it's a fantastic new technology. It's working really well in the Tanami, and we're now pushing it into our Yilgarn projects, and we're starting to see some really positive results from that as well.
You've got both seasons covered, playing year round. What's the focus and what's the workflow that investors should be focusing on?
Well, in a gold environment like we are in at the moment, discoveries, all investors are looking for that next discovery, and we're on the precipice of testing 3 quality camp scale targets that have never seen drilling before, that we're starting to see this sort of gold footprints and anomalism that you want to see over a big system, and we get to stick the drill rods into those in the next 3 to 4 months. So we'll see a rapid fire test of a number of opportunities, getting quite a few shots on goal over the next few months. So and any one of those could transform our $10 million company we are today into something very different very quickly.
A year-round focus, shooting on goal, exciting times ahead for Hamelin and its shareholders. Peter, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David. Thanks very much.